Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to apply the law of sines to solve a triangle. Let's begin. When we need to solve a triangle, that means that we have to find the measurements of all three sides and all three angles. So in this case, we want to solve the triangle NPQ if the angle P measures 42 degrees, Q 65 degrees, and the side N measures 5 units. So if I represent the triangle NPQ, let me draw it like this. So I'm going to put this as N, this as P, and this as Q. So that means that this is small p, small q, and small n. Okay, so angle P measures 42 degrees, angle Q 65 degrees, and N measures 5. Okay, so this is a case where I have two angles, and we know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle must be 180 degrees. So I have two of them. Knowing this information, I can find the missing angle, in this case, the angle N. So we have the 42 plus 65. If I add this, I'm going to have that this is 107. So if I subtract 180, I subtract this 107 degrees, we're going to have that this is going to be 73 degrees. And this is going to be the measurement of the angle N. Okay, so we have that P is equal to 42, Q is equal to 65 degrees, and the angle N, now we have knowledge that it's going to be 73 degrees. Okay, now for the sides, we can use the law of sines to determine the missing sides, the measurement of P and the measurement of Q. So we know by the law of sines that the ratio of sine of P over P is equal to sine of Q over Q and is equivalent to sine of N over N. So that means that sine of 42 over P is equivalent to sine of 65 over Q, which is equivalent to sine of 73 over 5. In case I can replace here because I have that information. Okay, so using where I have the most information, I can find the missing side. So for example, I can use for finding the measurement of the side P, I can use this with this because I have, if I combine these two ratios, the only missing unknown, the missing side is going to be P. Okay, so we can solve this proportion. So we multiply, we cross multiply. So we know that 5 times sine of 42 is equal to P sine of 73. And solving for P, I have to divide by sine of 73 in both sides. So we have that this is going to be 5 sine of 42 over 5 of 73. Now for finding P, we have the representation here. So now we go to the calculator. Okay, so I cheated a little bit. I already found the result, so I wouldn't waste time here. So for the side P, we have that entering this in the calculator, making sure that it's in the degree mode, this is going to be approximately 3.50 units. In a similar way, I can use this too. And I have the sine of 65 over Q is equivalent to sine of 73 over 5. Same idea, I cross multiply, so 5 times sine of 75 is equal to Q sine of 73. And once again, I divide on both sides by sine of 73. And we have the Q is going to be equal to 5 sine of 75 over sine of 73. So once again, I cheated a little bit. I found the measurement in advance. So Q is approximately 4.74 units. And there we go. Okay, we have the side measurements of the three angles, the measurement of the three sides. I have P, Q, and N, which was already given. So we have all the angles, all the sides, and we solve the triangle.